Hey look, another Vanlifer arrived while I was tucked in for the afternoon. But you can stand up in the back of that. Much taller than mine. No, seriously though, track pants. Got to get track pants today. I'm tired of my knees and shins being slightly cooler than the rest of my body when I sleep. It was a good night's sleep though. Despite the morning chorus, it was actually very, very quiet here last night. Just completely still weather, no noise from the other campers. It was a pretty good night, very restful. Unfortunately, while I do have mobile signal, the upload speed is abysmal, like kilobytes a second. So I couldn't get yesterday's vlog up yet. So the plan is to refresh myself, drive into town, find a McDonald's, or there's another thing I want to tell you about later. If I can find one, I'll tell you about it. Yeah, drive back into Wagga, get the video uploaded, get some breakfast of some kind. It is Sunday today, so I don't know what's going to be open, but we'll find out. First though, I need to refresh myself at the one facility. Morning. Right, so I hit up the maps trying to find some place where I can fill up my water, and I found this place, which was I think listed as a public park, but it's actually the collection of caravans and stuff that I talked about in yesterday's vlog, driving past as I came into Wagga. Very, very busy in here, lots and lots of caravans. Don't think I'll be staying here tonight. If I do remain nearby Wagga, I'll go back to the campgrounds I was at. Seems much quieter. This one is surrounded by highways, but nice little rest stop. And unlike the campsite I was at, I can refill my water here. Look, big old mural of an owl. Alrighty, found what I wanted to talk to you about. This obviously is a payphone. Well, it used to be once upon a time a payphone, but payphones are not exactly profitable in this day and age where everyone has a mobile phone. So they changed these to just have free calls, just to help with people in crisis and emergency and people with no other options. But the other thing they did, just wait for those to go by so you can hear me. The other thing they did when they made all these into free public phones is turn each one into a little Wi-Fi hotspot with no data limitations or time limitations or anything. You don't even have to be a Telstra customer. You just, anytime you see one of these, you've got access to some free Wi-Fi. Again, primarily set up as a thing for people in crisis and just to help out when you don't have any other options. But also a bit useful for people like me, travellers. Although technically I'm in crisis, I suppose. That's what's homeless. But yeah, I can use that to save a bit on my mobile data, which, considering the vlogs I'm uploading have been half an hour to 40 minutes long and reaching into the multi-terabyte file size, even at 720p, I'm burning through my data pretty quick. I might need a different solution for uploading the vlogs. But as it happens, I still had a bunch of data left just at the end of my current billing cycle for this account, so it's been fine so far, but gonna have to keep an eye on it for the next month and see what happens. And I'm not sure what the speed is like on these things, whether it's practical or not, but that might be my go-to. Just find a phone booth, upload the vlog. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm uploading yesterday's vlog, and everyone will sit by the side of the road here. Yeah, it turns out the upload speed on those free Wi-Fi phone booth things is not shocking. It's low, about a megasecond up, which if I wasn't trying to upload a big ass video, it would be fine for basic stuff, no worries. But it's like a a fifth or a sixth of what I'm currently getting upload-wise through the mobile connection on my phone. So I've just switched over to that, and we'll just burn the data. But if given no other option, if I had very little data left on the phone, it would still get the job done. It would just take a while, but it would get the job done. But yeah, I'm just, like I said, I've got the data to spare right now. There's 4 days left on my current, plan rotation before the, data resets, and I've got like 25 gig left of the 50 that I get per month on the plan that I'm currently on. So yeah, it might be worth investing in a prepaid dongle at some point, and using that exclusively for data for uploading the vlogs and stuff. But yeah, they're worth looking into, seeing if that's a better balance, bang for buck wise data. I had to switch back to the Telstra Wi-Fi point because the phone data suddenly slowed down. I dropped down to 1 bar for mysterious reasons, and the upload speed dropped below the 1 megabit a second or 1.6 megabit a second I'm getting from the Wi-Fi thing. Bloody boondocks. I want to be in civilized country again. I am only joking. I realized the tremendous privilege of having a fast upload speed that I had in the place I was at. But it's not such a big deal. Like, it's Sunday today, and the places I need to go to, including yet another store to try and get the elusive Trachydax to sleep in to keep my knees and my shins warm. There's a place called Lowe's, which I didn't think of, which I should have, because I bought from them before, same kind of stuff. There's one in Wagga Wagga, and there was another thing that slipped off the top of my mind, can't remember, but point is, it's Sunday, they don't open until 10 a.m. It is currently 9:20. I've been sitting here for, I don't know, half an hour or so already, at least. I'm 40% uploaded. Might as well just hang around here and let it finish uploading. Might as well. Slightly bored though. It's finally finished uploading. Now it's processing for about 20 minutes. Took about 90 minutes to upload all up, which is a little bit quicker than I expected. I was expecting to be here for a couple of hours, but it's done. So I can let that process now and drive to the next location, shopping centre car park. And something occurred to me while I was sitting here just thinking. I was doom scrolling through TikTok, and TikTok started showing me promotional ad content stuff or whatever for action cameras like Insta360 and GoPro stuff and stuff like that. And I realized somewhere back there's a little bag with my old GoPro in it. The 10, I think, was the most recent one I ever had. So many years old by this point. But if I remember correctly, you can do voice commands for the GoPro 10 or 10 Black, I think it is, which means I might be able to set it up on the dash here and just hook it up to the cigarette lighter through USB, so we're not we have infinite energy for it, and just let it run, and whenever I feel like taking a shot of the road or something we're driving past or whatever, I can just say, GoPro, start recording, or whatever the command is. I think it's start recording or start video, or I'll look it up. Anyway, that sounds convenient, because I was thinking it might be nice to have some, out of the vehicle facing footage, just uses B-roll here and there. But I didn't want to fuss with trying to set up, the camera or one of my real cameras on the dash, and then reaching over and turning it on and starting to record, and that felt a little less than safe. So yeah, just having a GoPro set up, huge wide angle lens, doesn't matter where it's pointing, basically it'll get something, and just being able to shout at it to make it start and stop recording feels like a good idea. So I'm going to be doing that. So that also means I should probably pop into somewhere like JB Hi-Fi and have a look at some mounting options, because I don't think I have any GoPro mount stuff that will work with what I'm working with here on the dash. The only GoPro stuff I ever had was or the only GoPro stuff I ever used, was stuff to put on a selfie pole and a clip thing, which I used to clip onto the shoulder straps of my bag at events and things like that, so I can get first-person action shots of you know, whatever I was handling with both hands at conventions and stuff like that. No, I just missed it as he walked by there. I was recording another piece to camera, but there was a vision impaired guy just went by with his assistant dog, you know, trusty old Labrador, but he also had another smaller dog, some sort of terrier crossbreed, I think. And the reason I noticed is I heard bells, like those little round jingle bell things, and the little dog had bells on, so the sight impaired guy could hear where the little bugger was when he goes off leash in the park or whatnot. So that was cute. Come on, this time. It's got to be this time. Yes, I have no idea what I'm doing. I didn't even tie the knots properly, I'm sure. Probably should have put a heavier sinker on that line so I could cast it a bit further. It's not about catching the fish. It's about the act of fishing. Just being present in the moment. And I got my telescoping basic bitch fishing pole. I got my little seat there. I got my river. Let's fish, or see if I remember how to fish. How hard could it be? I will say, this Jarvis Walker telescoping everything you need fishing kit, slightly higher quality than I expected. Like, it doesn't feel like it's going to shatter apart. Very much the cheapest thing I've ever fished with, but still. Hey, people who know about fishing, is that right? Did I do that right? Nope. Well, I'm not exactly sure how I did it, but got my line all tangled. All right. I guess I better watch some instructional videos. Well, we're about 2 p.m. in the afternoon, I think, at the moment. Just had a bit of a failed fishing expedition. Come back to the same campground I was at last night, just because I can't be bothered driving anywhere else. That's quite nice here. Didn't really do much today. I think it's going to be a short vlog. Didn't really get up to much. Except tracky decks. Big, long, fluffy, cuffed but loose at the thing, and fuzzy, comfortable tracky decks. I got the tracky decks. I got the tracky decks. Calling that a victory. Aside from that, didn't really do much. Did some more food shopping, got some more of those breakfast bars and things, and got, when I went to get that fishing gear, also got another one of these backcountry, fast nourishing food for adventures, veggie cottage pie. These ones were cheaper, about $15 I think, and it makes a smaller portion size. So I wanted to try out what the smaller portion sizes were like and if it's filling enough for me. Because that spaghetti portion we had in yesterday's vlog, it was a pretty big portion just for one bloke. Not that I had trouble finishing it, because I'm a glutton, but it was more than I really needed to be eating. So yeah, vegetable cottage pie. I don't know how you can call it a cottage pie without mincemeat. I thought that was one of the defining things of a cottage pie, but oh, we'll find out. But yeah, aside from that, just now that I've got the Jetboiler thing, or the fake Jetboiler, some more instant noodles, some coffee, sweetener for coffee, stuff like that. Speaking of which, I might make a coffee. But yeah, long and the short of it is, didn't really get up to much adventurous today. No new sights to see. Just went back to Wagga Wagga and back to the campground. So Not much to explore, but just kind of a me day, just chilling out. This is a game changer. It's so much more pleasant being able to have a hot coffee when I choose, or indeed knowing that I can make a hot meal when I choose. I think of all the little support items that I've got so far, I think this one's the most valuable one. This one should have been amongst the first that I got. Just the difference in comfort that it makes. It's a very small comfort. Even just knowing I can have a coffee. Even if I don't make a coffee, it still feels comfortable knowing, oh, I can do that, Because it's funny how you take stuff like that for granted when you do have a home, when you're not homeless. You just make a coffee. Just put the kettle on. Tomorrow night, I think I might find another managed campground or some other option where I have access to a hot shower. Because I'm starting to feel a bit grotty again. Like, I've been keeping up with the hygiene. I've got my, my body wipes and stuff, and for my little hawes bath. Hawes bath, by the way. I mentioned that to someone the other day. They were very confused by it. Hawes bath is another term for sponge bath. But there's only so many days you can go with a sponge bath and not feel as fresh as you can. Probably want to do some laundry soon as well. So either the campground might have laundry facilities, the last one we stayed at did, or I'll find a laundromat. I haven't used a laundromat in forever. How much do they cost now? And do I have to bring my own laundry detergent, or can you get some on site? How do they work? Must start taking that off just before boil, just so we hit a drinkable temperature a bit more quickly. I guess I could splash a little cold water in, but we're nearly there. So yeah, solar panels, on the data stuff. I'll do a little research tonight, I think, if I can get a strong enough signal to surf the webs. Oh, and also the GoPro thing I was talking about before. I did actually get a suction cup thingy for the windshield, but finding a place to mount it and being able to trail the power cable down to a convenient space and where it's not distracting me or blocking my field of view or something, that's getting a bit fussy. So I don't know if that's the ideal solution. I might have to figure out something else. Maybe one of my magic arms will come to the rescue. Only my photographer friends know what I'm talking about when I say magic arm. Oh, I love those things. Didn't leave any of those behind. They all came with me. Too valuable. But yeah, I mean, generally in good spirits. I feel pretty exhausted. Like, it's been go for several days, just trying to get shit done. I've always had something to do, something to focus on, and now today that I slowed down a bit, it's suddenly all collapsed on top of me again. And my buddy goes, "Oh, are we done? Are we done? Can we feel this thing for a second? I'd like to process." So that's what's happening now. I wonder what I'm going to feel like tomorrow morning. Oh, and if you're wondering about yesterday's vlog where I said, the night sky is probably going to be awesome out here. It went completely overcast. Couldn't even see the moon. And it's completely overcast right now again, so I don't think we're going to get any night sky astrophotography tonight either. Sorry, old bloke in his ute giving me a side eye. What's he talking? Oh, camera. He's one of those YouTubers, those TikTok tuber. Damn boomers. That's right, boomer. Piss off. Let's not end on a down note. Some boomers do good things. Phil Graves. Sorry, was that mean? It was funny. Might have been mean, but it was also funny. All right, I think this might be the sign-off point, unless something else happens. Oh no, before I sign off, we'll do a taste test. We'll do a quick taste test of that meal in a bag thing. What was it? Shepherd's pie? No. We got a wee bit of rain. Weather up on the phone says it should pass in about half an hour, so that's good because I want to get outside and heat up the water for my dinner. Really shouldn't use the camp stove in an enclosed space. Something about carbon monoxide or dioxide or one of the oxides of carbon. Shouldn't be breathing it. Can we just peace out with me for a second and listen to the rain? Very light rain. It's relaxing though, right? Did you just hear my stomach growl? I talked about dinner and said, roar. You ruined the mood, biology. You ruined the mood. Well, being that it is Sunday afternoon, rapidly becoming Sunday evening, the campground is emptied out significantly as the weekenders go home. There is an unattended fire back there. I'm just going to go take a pee. And I'm going to go take a look at that. Because leaving an unattended fire in a campground, 1,000 years dungeon. You don't do that. Even I know you don't do that. And I've been camping since I was a kid. What the hell? I'm not sure what's going on here, but all of this was neatly stacked as of this morning. The guy who was camping here, I was camping right there, there was a guy camping here, and he went out of his way to make sure this was neatly and safely stacked. And someone's just sort of kicked all this over. All right. Okay, that should smolder out safely enough and not catch the rest of the bloody pile on fire. Jeez. I blame teenagers. Can't imagine any grown adult leaving that like that. Well, I can, because I've known some pretty shitty grown adults, but I'm 47 now. I've got to blame everything on teenagers, don't I? Is that the law? Felt like it was the law when I was a teenager. Right, how about some dinner? Alright then, taste test of backcountry cuisine, veggie cottage pie. Still don't know what makes a cottage pie if there's no meat in it. Look, cottage pie and shepherd's pie, very similar things. Difference is the kind of mince that goes in them. If it's a cottage pie, it has to have beef mince in it. That's what makes it a cottage pie. This is a shepherd's pie, which usually has, other kinds of meat, often pork, lamb, things like that. So we have, I guess, what they would call the filling in this bag. Oh, it smells like very bad canned soup. Not good for a restaurant. Nope. And a separate baggie for the potato. This should be fine. I have had dehydrated mashed potato countless times in my life. And that's actually pretty decent dehydrated mashed potato. So let's do the thing I learnt from the spaghetti. We'll do the second tear and make a little bowl, hopefully without spilling it everywhere. And we'll put the potato on top of, I'm trying to do this without spilling it. There we go. Oh, it does not smell good. Oh, it does not smell good. Hopefully with the potato though, it will balance out. Okay, here we are, quote unquote veggie cottage pie. And oh, there's even herbs in the potato, I've just realized. Lovely. Oh, it's got corn in it as well. I don't normally put corn in my cottage pies or my shepherd's pies. Potato helps it. Potato helps it. Strangely enough, it could use salt. I have salt. Now, I don't know if you guys can get this where you are. This is very fancy table salt. You have to go to specialist stores to get the table salt. I don't know what makes it different to regular salt, but I find it's quite delicious. All right, there we go, a little bit of table salt. That'll do, yeah. That might have been a bit too much table salt. Little goes a long way when you're dealing with table salt. Has the joke worn out yet? I mean, I don't think I'll be buying this one again. Because it's not awesome. It's certainly not as surprisingly good as the spaghetti one was. Corn kind of ruins it. Like, I don't hate corn, but in stews and pies and you know, stuff like that, I don't know, the taste and the texture of the corn just messes things up for me. I don't know. It does make me crave an actual proper shepherd's pie though. I wonder if I can get one of those tomorrow somewhere. The main thing is though, the portion size we're dealing with here does seem adequate. Like, I'm halfway through and I'm feeling like the hunger is gone. Once I'm done with this, I'll be fairly satisfied belly-wise, if not taste-wise. So, yeah, the smaller portions are perfectly fine, even for a big fatty like me. Okay, the rain's coming back. I'm gonna bring the camera back inside the van and get my feet back inside the van too, because we're only in socks at the moment. But yes, as always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you especially if you've commented, done the thumbs, and especially if you've gone above and beyond and done something like use the PayPal link or the Patreon or YouTube Super Chat. Thank you as well to the existing patrons. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, got to pass on this one next time. Still, they have like a dozen other flavors to try down the track, so I guess we'll do this periodically. If you have any MRE style recommendations, please feel free. Oh, I found a big clump of powdery stuff at the bottom of the bag here that didn't get water. It must have been pinched on a corner or something. I did stir it and give it a shake and everything. Is that where all the good flavor is? Nope. That was a mistake. Okay, bye.